Okay, we've had 3 meets so far. Opened up on March 5th at Berkeley in the Cal opener, and then we had our dual meet with Fresno State over there on the 12th, and then as Brian just said, we had the Stanford Invitational and the Cal Multis this past week. Obviously the rain impacted the Cal Multis, and it's sad for Corbin Doerr, who had a great first day in the rain and was headed towards getting an NCAA qualifying mark in the decathlon, but then the second day it was called because they couldn't compete in the pole vault in the rain or the discus. So anyway, so he'll get another go. We'll get him in another multi-event down the road. But yeah, at Stanford we had some great performances earlier in the year. Those other 2 meets we've had some great performances. Our men's 4x100 meter relay leads the Big West Conference right now. They've run 40.66. First time Cal Poly has been under 41 seconds for the 400 meter relay in a number of years. And we have a great group of sprinters, including Jared Houston from football, and then Jamison Jordan's a freshman who's out there, and Antoine Miller's back for his sophomore year. So, you know, that whole group's off and rolling. As we look at the pole vaulters, John Prater and Kyle Links are both up there amongst the Big West leaders and have cleared well over 16 feet. John's gone 16.9 3/4. We have a strong crew of middle long distance runners, headlined by Daniel Gonia, who's back after basically 2 years of injury and is right now sitting as the conference leader in the 5,000 meters. He ran that distance in 14:09 the other night at Stanford. And we have Tobin Villalba in the 1,500 meters, who's up amongst the conference leaders. And we've also been having some success in the high jump area. Some freshman Mason Hahn is getting the job done there. And so, you know, we have some really bright spots there on the men's side, and then on the women's side also. Turquoise Williams in the multis, and she's hurdling great, and triple jumping and long jumping great, along with All-American Jasmine Pickett, who's those two are among the Big West Conference leaders right now in the long and triple jumps. And then Whitney Sisler's back in the high jump. She's a NCAA qualifier last year, and she's off to a good start this season. And then we have a strong crew of ladies running in the middle and long distances, highlighted so far by Leanne Fogg, who obliterated the Cal Poly steeplechase school record Friday evening up at the Stanford Invitational and ran a time of 10:31, which is an outstanding mark. And then we also have Vanessa Hancock, who's sitting in the lead at the Big West Conference in the 1,500 meters. And Jenny Berggren and Rebecca Paddock in the 5,000 meters are amongst the conference leaders. And again, you know, like the men's team, we have some very bright spots, and we look forward to progressing as the season goes on, and looking forward to the Cal Poly Invitational this week, which will include not just collegiate athletes, but post-collegiates. And we have a big one coming to town, and people need to know and come out and watch this man, because I'll put the pressure on him. I think he's going to be a gold medalist in the London Olympics in the decathlon. His name's Ashton Eaton. Just finished up at the University of Oregon. He's the world or the collegiate record holder in the decathlon. He is coached by Harry Mara, who was living here with his decathlon group, and then Harry was hired on up at University of Oregon to work with Ashton and some other top multi-event athletes there. And now Ashton competes for the Oregon Track Club, and Harry's bringing him down here to get some training in and compete in a few events at the Cal Poly Invitational. So it gives people a chance to come out and see. You know, they call decathletes the world's greatest athletes. Well, if that's the case, this may be the world's greatest athlete coming to town to compete this Saturday. And along with that, athletes from Cal Poly, obviously, and Fresno State, UC Santa Barbara, Pepperdine, Cal State Bakersfield, some other club athletes, some other notable Cal Poly alums like Philip Reed will be running 1,500 meters. Stephanie Brown can't come this year. She wanted to, but she has another meet obligation that she has to compete in. But all in all, though, it should be a great competition and great time for people to come out and enjoy some of the nice sunshine that we're finally getting.
What does it mean to have an athlete of the caliber of Eaton coming here, you know, to the Central Coast? I mean, it helps that Mara and, you know, has worked with Tarek and all those guys who still live here. But talk about just, the unique chance for people to come watch the best of the best, literally.
Absolutely. You know, they can come in and see it up close and personal. Our track is a great venue because you can stand right up there against the fence, and you know, when Ashton's out there hurdling, he'll be 5 feet away from the fence. You know, and certainly to get an athlete of that caliber to be right here in San Luis Obispo is a great opportunity for people to really see up close and personal someone that they can really root for and cheer for leading up to the London Olympics. And you know, he's a really nice guy, a real personable guy. You know, I think it's great for the community, and certainly with that decathlon group that Harry has formed, and obviously with Paul Tarek, who's on our staff helping our pole vaulters and our multi-eventers, and you know, there's a rich tradition of decathletes who've trained here on the Central Coast. And so for Ashton to come here, you know, if he gets a good look at it and he says, wow, that place is all right, we may be seeing him train here some more in the future too, you know, with the connection with Harry. So I think it's a great opportunity for people to come out and welcome Ashton to our community.
So I know you mentioned, you know, Phil Reed and those guys. Well, do you think Maggie Vesey will be here, like Sharon Day, some of these other people that people on the Central Coast have come to?
Right. Obviously, Sharon will be competing in some events. Sharon also on our staff, too, helping out with the high jump and different events. But she'll be out there. I'm not sure what events she'll be doing. You know, she was going to open up last week also at the Cal Multis and was having a good first day, and then, you know, that event was called off due to the rain the second day. But yeah, Sharon will be coming out there and give people a chance to look at her. Maggie won't be coming this year. She's not here training nearby right now, so she can't make it out this year. But Ryan James and Eris Boras, javelin throwers, All-American, you know, they'll be out there throwing the javelin, which kicks off the meet Saturday at 11 a.m. So, you know, in different events, you know, it's great. It's track and field. It's the circus that it is. You can pick your events and go out, and there'll be some really top caliber athletes in each event, and highlighted, I think, by Mr. Eaton.